Education is an aspect that, for me, from my personal point of view, could be very interesting to analyze. What I want to do right now, in order to make this analysis, is just that I will make a kind of comparison between the educational system from the United States of America and the Colombian educational system. Uh, of course, we all know, and of course I know and I understand that comparisons are not that good. Sometimes it could be taken in a wrong way, and it could be misunderstood. I don't know, a lot of things, but the purpose for my exercise here uh, is just to maybe try to see what are we doing wrong, why an educational system like the North American is highly developed, even though they have along the story they had a lot of crises, economical crises, of course, and sometimes because of the consumerism and capitalism system, uh, sometimes people just must pay for everything, even for quality. In our country, is not an exception of this, of course, but although we have uh, not a nice educational system, because for me it could be better. Of course, everything could be better. I just want to make the analyze in this comparison. Okay, right now I want to start talking about the North American educational system. Okay, for example, the higher education in the United States includes a variety of institutions of higher education with a strong research and funding have helped make United States college and universities among the world's most prestigious, making them particularly attractive to international students, such the Colombian students that want to go abroad to United States. They want to study there. I want to make a difference right now between the college and the universities. A community college is like a kind of a public university for them. Of course, they don't have the same quality, the same resources to afford, or maybe to keep themselves in a competitive way, as the well, maybe not all the universities in here have, the public universities have this kind of resources, but the community college sometimes are sometimes very depressing. And the universities that are the private universities, the prestigious universities, um, like the Harvard University, something like that. I will talk about that a little bit later. Uh, what else can I say? Let's talk about a little bit of history of this. For example, the religious domination established most early college in order to train ministers. I mean, in New England there was an emphasis of literacy so that people could read the Bible. Harvard College was founded by the colonial legislature and named after the early benefactor. Okay, for example, Yale was founded and relocated just for it was like just was like a kind of college from church that they taught to read the Bible and stuffs like that. Of course, we all know that the Puritan ministers just were a lot in the whole territory of the United States, maybe three centuries ago. Okay. I want to talk right now about the admission process. Students can apply to some college using the common application. There is no limit to the number of colleges or universities to which a student may apply. Of course, though, an application must be submitted for each. With a few exceptions, most undergraduate colleges and universities maintain the policy that students are to be admitted or rejected the entire college, no to a particular department or major. You are accepted totally or you are rejected totally. Sometimes for some students they rather than being rejected are waiting list for a particular college and may be admitted if another student who was admitted decided not to attend the college or university. That's something that is very similar in our educational system. Of course, that for example, I do not understand sometimes when you are in the white listed, for example, in the Universidad Nacional, you just know that you won't have the place in the university because I think that no one wants to reject the opportunity to study in such a university. Even in this university, in the Pedagógica, is quite weird to see this. Why is this? Because something that I want to start to make the difference. In the United States, the universities, the private universities, receive a lot of applications, and even though just are private universities, they want to have the best of the best of the applications. The students don't want to access the university. They must give the SAT scores, the GPA. They want the college application. They must write an essay and letters of recommendation. A lot of things they must present because always these universities require this. Okay, now in our educational system, universities just try to select the best students, the best participants for this kind of contest, just from an exam. In the Universidad Nacional is just one exam. Sometimes it had a specific one. In this university, you must present 3 exams, which is quite hard sometimes. People are cut off from the selection process. It's quite hard to access a public university in this country. But in contrast, in the United States, it's quite hard. Not quite hard. It's quite easy to access a public university and community college, because it's not the best of the best for them. It's just like you don't have the opportunity to go to Harvard. Just go to a community college and do something. In here in Colombia, If you want to access a public university, you must apply, and sometimes you must be the the best of a lot of people, and sometimes you must pray, sometimes you must, I don't know, a lot of things. Just is kind of lucky, or maybe you just deserve it. But if you wanted to go to a private university, if you have the money, you're in, and you just pay, and that's it. um, it's quite interesting because each state in the United States, um, like, is helping the university that it have. I mean, each university, each greater university that is in is always reliant on its state, and of course they receive money and a lot of helpful things. But in our country, it's quite hard to receive this kind of helps, because as we can see, our governors are not that honest, and sometimes I just don't want it to go further about this. But yes, it's maybe the main problem in our educational system is just that uh, the I don't know. Sometimes it's not like a priority for the government, because sometimes uh, they just give more money for war, more money for prisons, more money for the senator cars, and a lot of stupid things. But education is just something that is not a priority. It's not that important for them, and maybe they are wrong in that sense. Because for me, um, a good educational system is a nice base for a nice development of an state. I mean, it's like you're planting a seed, and then you'll see it uh, grow up, and everything will be fine. But they do not understand that it's quite important to take care of our kids, because they are the future. Maybe that's why I want to be a teacher. I want to help in this sense. I want to do something good for the society. Now that our government doesn't. So that would be my conclusion, and that would be it for this time. Thank you for everything, and maybe see you next time. Bye bye.